Poppin Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me as always is hashtag Cori Bear.
Hello world and all who inhabit it.
50 Shades of Greg.
SpongeBob, Greg.
You could be anywhere. Thanks for being here.
All the way in LA. It's best friend Pete.
Peace among worlds.
Oh.
What is that hand motion?
I don't know.
You can do it.
It's not peace. That looks like
Do
you're
it.
about to get attacked.
No, I told him. I told him this means peace among worlds.
That's peace among worlds.
I told him this means peace among worlds.
Pete, why?
Yeah.
I
It's
miss
from Rick and
Rick and
Morty.
Morty.
I know it's from Rick and
we
Morty.
all know.
You just can't do it on air.
He said I
don't
could.
know.
We will talk to him.
Oh, look at him.
Peter.
Hey, look, it's winter. Winter.
You want to officially make your hello? Because you've been just chewing my face.
Oh,
man.
yeah. Oh.
Talk about a Valentine's Day preview episode.
Oh, hi, Pete. Hi.
She was humping my leg before.
I bet she was. Oh, hi.
So that's your day for Valentine's Day. I see.
Hi.
Okay, I
Hi.
get it. I get it.
Oh.
All right,
I told you I'm not lonely.
All right,
No,
guys.
you're not.
So we have a ton to get to tonight. Like we teased on Tuesday's episode, we didn't even tease it. Pete ended the episode telling us who's going to be on.
Yeah.
Tonight we're going to have Stephen Phillips, the podcast guru from Altered Geek podcast.
Yes.
He's made a network of podcasts, which
Yeah.
is incredible.
Yeah.
Actually, super excited to talk to him. He's going to be joining us next segment. We're
Yes.
gonna be just hanging out, talking. He's gonna. Pete, by the way, yeah. Here is his all of his stuff. By the way, founder
Love
of
it.
GeekCast. He's one of the hosts of the Altered Geek podcast. And I mean, he's pretty awesome.
Does it all.
He's been doing this for 10 years. Can you imagine doing our show for 10 years?
No.
We're
No.
on year. We just finished year 1.
And I'm
I would've-
sick of y'all.
I
You
would have.
haven't even been here for a year.
And I'm sick of y'all.
Yeah. I would have murdered Cori and impregnated you by now.
What? That
Nothing.
Well,
Right, Ted Bundy.
one of those things is impossible.
Which one?
Jesus.
With
Murdering Cori.
I need
Cori's
to
a
go-
Murdering Cori
Cori's
is
a Highlander.
impossible.
I need to
Cori
go
actually is a
home.
Highlander.
Murdering Cori
I have
is
to go
impossible.
home.
We've all tried. Here we go.
You have all tried. It's not
Yeah.
going to happen.
Pete.
So with that being said, I hope y'all tuned in yesterday to the Altered Geek. The link went live on Wednesday, the 6th. Yes,
That's
the
right.
6th.
You
at
were on his episode.
7 a.m. my time, 10 a.m. your time.
Yep.
And yeah, it was really cool. Steve and I were supposed to only talk do the interview for about 30 minutes. I think we were on for maybe like an hour or so. It was just awesome. Really a lot of community driven talk, and that's really what they built. That entire show, the fan base and everything, they are built on really what we talk about as well. Like that, just how community driven the nerd community is. It doesn't matter who you are. You could be a CEO of a company, or you could just be like a 14-year-old kid and you guys could still nerd about Marvel. But yeah,
Yep.
Sorry, that was it.
Agreed.
Yep. I mean, that's great.
Couldn't agree more.
I unfortunately have not listened to your episode yet. But I am very interested. And you know what? I'm going to download it and listen to it on the way home tonight.
Excellent.
What a good friend.
So only like 24 hours late.
Excellent.
But I really am interested. I mean, I do think that's the great equalizer is talking about nerdy things, talking about things that we can nerd out about. Whether
Yep.
you can nerd out about anything. It's what you're most interested in.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a nerdy thing. In general, you can nerd out about cars. You can nerd out about sports. You can do, you know what I mean? So I think that's a great equalizer.
Yeah.
Anybody can. So really exciting. So after the break, we are going to be joined by Steven. We were hoping that he was going to fly here and be in studio.
No.
He's been doing podcasts for 10 years. We thought maybe he had some podcast money. We've been
Yeah, because there's so much money in this.
told by Tim that there's plenty of money in podcasts.
So much money.
So we just figured he was like rolling in money, so he was just
Yeah.
gonna fly here on a private jet.
I know.
Be here for the show, and
I
then
don't know what to
like
do with it all.
take off and go home. But
Yeah.
so anyway, he's going to be joining with us via phone.
Okay.
So we'll be able to talk to him. He's going to join us for the show, and
Can't wait.
yeah.
I actually can't wait.
I really can't either. I'm very excited. So guys, coming back after this, like I said, we have Stephen Phillips from Altered. Altered Geek. I don't know why. I just
Yeah.
for a second. I am so
That's
sorry.
our word.
I just had like I had to,
Altered should have been the one you had trouble with. Geek, we get.
I had the little pinwheel going for a second.
Yeah, I saw it.
All right, guys, coming back after this. We're joined
Do
by
humans
Steven.
like watching spinning wheels?
Stay tuned. We're popping off after this.
In the history of NASCAR, there has been no shortage of great father-son duos. Bobby and Davey Allison, Bill and Chase Elliott, and of course, Dale and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Now you get to listen to the best father-son duo in fantasy NASCAR with Scott and Sean Engel. Listen to the King and the Prince as they preview every race and give you the fantasy driver lineups to win in all regular and daily fantasy formats. Listen to the Father and Son Fantasy NASCAR Hour every week by downloading the podcast through iTunes and the FNTSY Sports Network Audio Boom channel.
It's Poppin' Off.
Firefest, if that was a real thing, 10 grand? No, there are two sets, I think, of people that got scammed out. Workers who didn't end up getting paid, they're the ones who really got screwed.
Sure.
Consumers, yes, they got screwed. They had the money to pay for it.
But they made in their head that they were going to sacrifice certain parts of their lives to go to this festival that didn't exist.
People will drop $10,000 on the craziest crap. The majority of people who lost this money were middle class.
Watch live on the FNTSY YouTube stream.
Shout out to Green Day, 25th anniversary of Dookie this month.
That's a good album.
It's an incredible album. I remember
It's their only good album.
my dad having the cassette of Dookie. I remember riding in his Chevy Corsica and putting that into the tape player.
Oh.
Dookie on cassette. He may still have it. If
hope
my
he
dad's
does.
watching and he still has it, let me know because I'd really like to just
I hope he does.
frame it and put it up. But anyway, shout out to Green Day. Dookie's 25th anniversary is now.
Yeah, good
Welcome
album.
back into Poppin' Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me as always, hashtag Cori Bear.
Dookie.
50 Shades of Grey.
It's like she. That's a great tune.
It's incredible.
That's so good. We all know what
Great
that
tune.
is.
We
Join-
do.
All the way in LA is our best for Pete.
Wake me up.
That's way, way newer.
Before you go.
Way,
Wake me up before
way
you go.
newer Green Day.
Yeah.
Don't
than
leave me
that.
hanging here like a solo.
How about Burnout? Burnout was a song on Dookie, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's confirmed by Sean.
Well, it was confirmed by Sean. Yeah.
Burnout's one of my favorite Green Day songs.
What is?
Burnout.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's always been one of my favorite Green Day songs.
Good album.
Real Dookie, great album.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Downhill from there.
what?
Super downhill. Sorry. Moving on.
Next album had some
Moving on.
No. Green Day's crap.
Moving on.
moving
We're
on.
gonna fight about this
Moving
later.
on.
We'll move on, but we're
Moving
gonna fight
on.
about this
Moving
later.
on, moving on.
And joining with us, special, is Stephen Phillips from Altered Geek Podcast.
Thank God.
Oh, yes. Hello.
Awesome.
Hi, Megatron.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Comes with his own sound effects. I like this.
I don't.
Yo,
I think that's just
he
his voice.
He gave me a little tester into some of that stuff. He is. Oh man.
Gotta give Greg a run for his money.
Is he on some kind of voice modulation?
I think that's just his voice.
Oh, that's dope.
Steven, how are you, man?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
No, yeah, there it is.
Yep.
We're doing really good. So here's what I wanted to do to kick this off. Tell us a little bit about Altered Geek and basically how that started. I know you've been podcasting for at least 10 years now. That's awesome.
Crazy.
We hope to reach a milestone anywhere near that. But tell us a little bit about your podcast right now, and then we'll move on from there.
Well, funny enough, Altered Geek was the culmination of me getting bored doing specific shows where they covered individual topics. And I was like, I kind of want to talk about everything. And so the premise of the show was to basically geek out and alter your geekdom. And that's kind of why I chose the name Altered Geek, is because you can geek out, like you guys mentioned before, about pretty much anything. And it's just how much enthusiasm you have in the topic material. And as you stated too, I've been podcasting for 10 years. Actually, it's about 12 now at this point.
Oh, wow.
On different networks, but Did I think I was going to be doing it still? Not really. But here I am. So
yeah.
Where is your private jet? We thought you were going to be here in person with your private jet.
With all those podcast monies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those imaginary energon cubes that power my jet. And,
don't they just fly in the Bitcoin?
Yeah, they fly. They fly on the Bitcoin.
Fly in a whole bunch of Bitcoin.
But like Steven, you guys though through everything through Altered Geek and GeekCast Radio, you guys have had some interesting cats on your shows from actual like artists and voiceover artists and everything as well, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. We've had multiple voice actors back multiple times, whether they're David Kaye, Rob Paulson. We've had
super cool.
We were actually the network that inadvertently got posted across all of the gaming websites because a little piece of information got dropped about Arkham City and a particular voice actor playing Mr. Freeze. And that was interesting when that went down. So yeah, I mean we've done a lot of crazy interviews and conversations, a lot of collaborations with people over the years, and so yeah.
So
well, just to preface, just in case, because we've started a few fires before by saying stuff. How did you handle though when that came out with Arkham?
That was probably our biggest screw up, but it was more so because nobody knew that it wasn't news. And it just kind of came out in casual conversation, and thankfully I was not on that record, so I am blameless. And but yeah, so now we've got this code of conduct that we ask people beforehand if there's anything that they notice that they've slipped up on that we'd like to have them, have for us edit out later, and that's kind of the rule we play by now.
So let me guess. I'm just gonna guess. So it was that his religion doesn't allow him to eat shellfish, but he ate shellfish on the show.
Ah, you're right.
Was that it?
Probably.
That was it.
That was it. It had to do with the NDA. But
that's what I said. Shellfish. Yep.
Yeah, shellfish.
Yep. So that was it.
So can I just add before we're gonna bring you in for Netflix and chill and Netflix and spill and hashtag trending and gamer tags and stuff like that. We want to bring you in and have you be part of the show. But one more question I really did have that I wanted to make sure that I asked before we got into some of our normal stuff was so let me get this straight. So you're co-founder of GeekCast Radio Network, and that's kind of like a podcast network. Is that what that is?
Yes.
How did that all come about? Because I mean, I know single podcasts and I've heard of podcast networks and stuff like that, but I don't know exactly how you would ever go about starting one. And it's very interesting to me because I do really like...
It's also damn impressive.
Yeah, I really like the idea of having a network of podcasts and banding together and kind of getting like, hey, you like this, I like this. We should do something
ahead of your
together.
time.
Yeah, absolutely. So how did that all kind of get started and what is that? I guess what is that all about?
Yeah.
Well, how it got started was myself, I started a podcast based off of Transformers, and it's still going today.
Cartoon or movie?
Good question.
It's called All Things Transformers, and I started out with a different co-host, and then I met some Canadian podcasters somehow through Twitter. I just signed up that summer of like 2008 and started kind of stalking people that were into geekdom and Transformers and added them, and we had conversations. One of them wanted to start a Transformers podcast, so I helped him do that, did all the work while he just talked. And so
I know how that is.
Yeah, and I built a website, ran everything on it at the time, and then we decided that we wanted to cover other content besides Transformers. So we started a new website to kind of branch off from there, cover movies, television, and random geek topics.
Very cool.
Love it.
So basically, you went from a very specialized kind of idea, and then kind of just said like, let's broaden this and bring in as much as we possibly can to kind of hit everybody's interest. I mean, that's really cool.
Oh yeah, totally. And we started off with just 2 of us, and then kind of branched off to multiple people doing different shows. To begin with, it was just me and the other co-founder running multiple shows on our own, and there were days where we would record 4 to 5 different podcasts, which was insane. I can't imagine doing that now.
2 is my max.
Yeah,
right.
We've done 5-hour recordings before, which is painful.
Wow.
Of one show, and I've kind of made it a rule that I will not go over an hour and a half again, because it's utter torture.
Yeah. I get that.
All right, so if you don't mind, let's do a little bit of one of our segments. It's called Netflix and Spill, and that's where we're going to talk about some TV shows, some movies, some any kind of movie news, TV news that we've got. Does that sound cool?
Awesome.
All right.
Love it.
So, have you already looked up what's happening with Netflix in February? Some new stuff coming to Netflix?
Yeah. I've kind of glanced at it. There's a lot of movies that I've seen or owned at one point in time.
Right.
Wait, what are you most excited about?
Exactly. What's the one that you're most excited about from this list?
Well, the fact that you have all the Jaws movies, although some of them should not exist.
Well,
I like that. I also like the fact that all of the American Pie movies are going to be on there now.
I'm excited for Hairspray. You can't stop the beat ever since.
No. You have to ask the question though. Which Hairspray? Because that's my question. Is it the '88 Hairspray or is it 2007? Because I don't.
2007 Hairspray, Peter Westwood. You can't stop the beat ever since the whole world began. No, but why is nobody singing with me?
Yes, because it does depend. Because if it's the 2007
well,
one,
that's the 2007 one that talks about segregation. I don't think the other one has that much to go on.
Jesus Christ.
No,
all right,
Steven,
moving on.
There we
moving
go.
on.
2 minutes.
So,
has anyone seen about Russian Doll?
I have not. I keep seeing articles about this, but I haven't checked it out yet. So I haven't read any of the articles because I don't want anything to spoil it.
It's not going to spoil anything. It's Russian Doll. You got to get the premise of it. But Natasha Lyonne.
If anybody can ruin
like
it for you, it'll
Amy
be Pete.
Poehler.
Exactly.
I said, if anybody can ruin it for you, it'll be
you.
Pete.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Good show.
No, it's. I'm not ruining anything for you. I'm
I
just
know.
giving you so you can. No,
I know.
it's honestly she dies and she keeps reliving that moment over again. Surprise! But it's with Amy Poehler, a comedy writer, and Natasha Lyonne, who's actually a really good actress. And so I suggest it's a really interesting dark comedy from Amy Poehler. And so if you like,
it sounds good.
comedy,
Yeah, very cool.
Sounds good.
I'll definitely check it
Hey,
out.
look, did I ruin anything? No. Grow up.
No,
Tom.
it sounds
Also,
good.
so
It sounds good, buddy.
I don't know if you guys saw this, but Hulu is going to start showing ads during when you pause your programs.
Pause is a Hulu show. It just goes.
You get up and you go to the bathroom. You get
No, I
a
don't
snack.
pause it. I
just let it go?
I start Bob's Burgers, and next thing you know, I'm on like Marvel something, and I don't know how.
The only time I
There's
pause
this
is
thing
if I have
called
to get up.
sleep.
Yeah.
So anyway, here's the last thing I want to get to. We do have to go to commercial break really soon. All of these people have been throwing their hats in the ring for Batman. Now that Ben Affleck has already said he's done. He's leaving. He's exiting the DCEU. He's not going to be Batman. So we had Nick Jonas. We had Robert Pattinson.
I will kill
I
myself.
thought you said you liked.
I will kill
No.
Shaking your head
myself.
no. Last night you said you liked it.
No, okay, he was fine in Harry Potter, I guess, as Cedric. But who likes Twilight? Yeah, you guys were the ones that said you like Twilight. I
Hashtag
cannot
Tim
stand
Pratt
Twilight.
is the one who said he
I
liked
cannot
Twilight.
stand Twilight. Steven,
What
are your thoughts on Twilight and Robert Pattinson?
No.
Yes!
Friend, you are my new best friend.
He just said no.
Every other person on this call last night was like, "Oh my God, Robert Pattinson."
I did not say that once
vampire."
because I have not
You are
seen
my
Twilight at all.
No.
Period.
Well,
I think
I have
that
more
you
respect for
should
you now,
choose-
Danny.
Thank you. Thank you.
What'd you
I
say,
think
Steve?
They need to choose someone else that's completely new, almost how like they did with the current Spider-Man.
Well,
Yeah.
that's my question. Like I said, we only have about a minute left.
Mm-hmm.
But Steven,
Barnes.
if you could pick somebody, and Pete, we'll get to you too. Steven, if you could pick somebody to be the new Batman, who would you pick and why? Just real quick.
This is a sad reason, but I would choose, even though he could be possibly aged out, it would be Jensen Ackles from Supernatural, just because
I put that on a post. I did 110%. But somebody said he was Red Hood. He was more Red Hood than Batman.
Too bad. He can play Batman. He's the CW Batman.
Yes. I already I put that on. I put the gif of him saying I'm Batman from Supernatural when he said yeah.
Pete,
I like Steven just gained a ton of points in my book right now.
Pete.
Yes.
I know.
Ben
Steven's
Barnes.
my favorite person right now.
Pete, what was your pick?
Ben Barnes.
Okay.
He is from Westworld. He was also Billy Russo / Jigsaw in the Punisher series.
Okay. Yeah. And there was an article about him potentially.
He posted for himself. I think
Right.
he is perfect for it. Looking at it, just like what Steven said, getting someone new, getting someone that you wouldn't really expect for this. He's still known. He can lead and everything. And he actually, he has that. To be honest, he looks like Bruce Wayne.
Yes, Mr. Wade. Yes.
I don't have a problem with either one of them actually.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a pick for Batman? No?
I don't.
Greg?
Bruce Wayne.
Shh, you're not supposed to say it.
That's my pick.
All right.
Bring back Michael Keaton.
Oh, I agree, buddy.
Back Michael.
I agree.
Well, Michael Keaton
love
as
Michael
aging
Keaton.
Batman. Then we get somebody
Michael
for Batman
Keaton-
Beyond.
Dude, Michael Keaton was awesome as
Live action Batman
Vulture.
Beyond. Yeah.
He was awesome.
All right, guys, we're out of time for this segment. We got to go to break, but Steven will join us on the other side. We'll do some hashtag gamer tags. We got some new video game stories and stuff like that. All right, guys, stay tuned. We're popping off after this.
Bum, 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 bum.
Are you new to Daily Fantasy? Are you a veteran? Either way, you can better your chances of winning money, and lots of it, by going to dailyroto.com. Multiple people have become millionaires thanks to the guys at Daily Roto. Why not take advice from the experts? You can become a millionaire too. Just go to dailyroto.com to rock daily fantasy sports.
It's popping off.
The weather's nice.
I bet
it's
it is.
California. It's a brisk 62.
It's a brisk 6 here.
I kind of hate you.
Greg and I are still wearing beanies, so we're still sharing like we're both cold together.
But I feel like you're the type of person to wear a beanie when it's 90 degrees out.
He is. He has.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
I don't know what you have to do to get sponsored for beanies, but I got 5 rotations. Whoever makes beanies out there, I will wear it. I will wear it in 90-degree weather. I'm ride or die, at least for a few years.
Watch live on the FNTSY YouTube stream.
With ThermoSpa's unique built-in thermofiltration system, you simply fill it with a garden hose and your water stays crystal clear with very little maintenance. Right now, they're offering 0% APR financing with approved credit and a $1,250 savings coupon. Call ThermoSpas today at 800-603-6422 for your free DVD videos and brochure. That's 800-603-6422. Call 800-603-6422 today to take advantage of 0% APR financing.
It's popping off.
Let's go to our guest.
Hey.
Good old Greg, I can't pronounce your last
everyone.
name.
It's pronounced Myri. It's very Norwegian.
You have a voice for this show. I sound like a 14-year-old that smokes 6-packs a day.
That's not true.
Can we get him to voice some commercials for us?
I just want him to voice my life at this point. Like just like when I wake up.
Do
Like
your voicemail.
Pete wakes up in the morning. Just talk to me a little bit about
Good
my
morning, Pete. Today, you're gonna do Poppin' Off. Aren't you excited?
I feel like I could rule the world.
Watch live on the FNTSY YouTube stream.
Are you new to Daily Fantasy? Are you a veteran? Either way, you can better your chances of winning money, and lots of it, by going to dailyroto.com. Multiple people have become millionaires thanks to the guys at Daily Roto. Why not take advice from the experts? You can become a millionaire too. Just go to dailyroto.com to rock daily fantasy sports.
I am Danny Otto. Joining with me as always is hashtag Cori Bear.
Hello.
50 Shades of Greg.
Hey, everyone.
All the way in LA, it's our best friend Pete.
Hello.
Whoa. Who'd you get that signed by?
Anthony Gonzalez, Miguel from Coco.
Wow. And our special guest, veteran podcaster, Stephen Phillips from Altered Geek Podcast.
Boom.
Yo.
Hello, Stephen.
Hi, Stephen.
Hello.
Oh, so good to have you.
So, Stephen, the next segment we have is called hashtag Gamertags. And this is where we talk about all of our video game news that we've been talking. And we've been going really heavy on Anthem. Have you had a chance to try the Anthem demo yet?
I have not.
You have not. Well, lucky for you, the nice people at BioWare and EA, I guess, have extended the demo. There will be an open demo this weekend. So if you'd like to download the demo for free and play it,
I think they're just like, come look, this game's not crap. Like,
if you're interested, we will be playing it this weekend. We'd love to have you if you'd like to join in and play with us. That'd be great.
Awesome.
Yep.
So
open
also, we accidentally did one of our 2 weekends on the Super Bowl. Really crappy marketing. Anyways, here we go.
No, but follow that up with, we also did one of the weekends with the Super Bowl, and it still outperformed it. This is the halftime show.
Yeah.
Because that was a dumpster fire.
Which makes sense.
There was a Super Bowl?
Yeah. There was.
Well, there was a game where defenses played. And yeah, that was pretty much it.
Okay, I'm talking about do not get into the game itself was a great game. Leave that alone.
No, it wasn't.
The
It
entertainment
was not a
aspect of
good
it
game. It was a terrible game.
It was a great game.
Can I say this from my perspective?
Sure.
Is that I had to work the game. So when halftime happened and like ain't nothing going on, people left.
No.
But there was
it
plenty
was
going on.
terrible.
No, you sent us that photo. You were just upset because there were a bunch of random chicks on a bar that were dancing around.
Okay, first of all, Pete, that was not random chicks. They were my staff, and they're very close to my heart. So don't you even dare.
We're supposed to be closer to your heart. We're your co-hosts. Anyway, so guys,
I should probably meet them, all of them.
Yeah, I would like to meet.
I should probably meet them, and then
I'll meet any of the ones that Greg's not.
Steven, how are you doing
we
today?
should talk to them. Yeah.
So, Steve,
great.
Find out what they're studying in school
Steven,
or whatever.
Hashtag gamer tags. So the first story I want to start out, and this is one that I think Cori will have her hat in the ring for. There's a rumor out there that PS5 could be backwards compatible.
Great.
But no, this goes back to the story we were talking about, and she's totally losing it.
Yeah.
This goes back to last week. We had a story where PS4 was completely, utterly outselling Xbox One.
Xbox One. Yep.
But if PS5, if this rumor is true, and PS5 is going to be backwards compatible, I mean that puts them miles ahead of Xbox, because that's one. I am an Xbox guy. Like that's the thing. I just got a PS4 for Spider-Man, but Xbox has been that's my console. But if PS4 is now, or PS5 is going to be backwards compatible,
that's just them flexing. That's them saying, "Hey, I don't need."
Do you think so?
I don't
Do you
need
think so?
I don't need a subscription so you guys can play games that were on previous consoles. You don't need to buy the previous console to play a game that we once released. That is them flexing. Weird flex, but okay.
So, Steven,
that's interesting.
Steven,
I hadn't thought of that.
In the consoles, what are your go-to console? I guess what is your go-to console?
I'm primarily a PC guy, but if I
was
there you go.
So, are you a League player?
No.
No. What do you
You're
play?
A Steam player.
What's your game of choice?
Which one?
Well, I don't know. WoW
Wait,
or whatever.
Are you a Steam player?
I am. I've been playing the Batman Arkham series.
Oh, that was
right.
That was on the Steam summer sale. I have all of that.
Yes, that's what I got. I actually got them for New Year's. They had them for $5 a piece.
Nice.
Oh wow.
Which is nice for like such a big game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was great because I remember when they ported the Arkham Knight, and I was like, I'm not spending $60, and then I got it for $5. and it was 3 years later.
But that's the beauty of Steam. That's why I have so many games on my Steam account. Do you run into that? Is that just me?
That's just
Steam has,
you
like,
buy
all
everything.
the sales.
But so Steven, I'll pull you into this because you're more impartial than the rest of us. Just kind of putting this in there. If one console over the other was backwards compatible, that's gonna. I mean, if you were to then move to a console, I mean, is that going to be the next gen console you go with?
It would depend on the games and how much they're charging for the backward compatibility. Because honestly, it's not a big deal to hook up an old device that you can get for dirt cheap. So it's not that big of a gimmick in today's world, especially. So I mean, while I see it being steps above what Xbox is doing, or Nintendo for that matter.
Well, Nintendo's in a league of its own.
But Nintendo frequently releases their older games on their market, so I don't think Nintendo really is involved in that world.
Yeah,
it is. But I mean, Nintendo is winning right now.
Are they?
Debatable.
Are they?
All right.
They have certain games that people buy the console for.
PlayStation is still making so much money.
Yeah,
PlayStation
I
is
agree.
winning.
I agree. PlayStation is winning.
But that's why I'm saying, but you can't look at PlayStation and Nintendo in the same realm, because Nintendo will never never release a PlayStation game, and PlayStation and Xbox will never release a Nintendo game. So they're in two completely separate realms.
I think we won't look at Nintendo in that because they had a solid 15 years of just poop. And so we'll never put them in. So they are now in a league of their own. Absolutely. And they are running with that. And I believe they should. But when it comes down to it, PlayStation, though, is still godly superior to that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, we talked about this last week. It has to do with their exclusives and the fact that they're able to get these games that people want. And people will buy the console just to play the game.
Yeah.
And Xbox doesn't have a game like that right now.
And they split them between Xbox and PC.
Well, I'm talking about like I'm talking about like just PlayStation exclusives, like Spider-Man that Danny
I know,
got.
but an Xbox exclusive is still a PC game.
Right.
I think what really ruined the exclusives for them is more on a developer's level, because when Bungie had Halo 1 through 3, incredible, and they were exclusive to Xbox.
Right.
And if you wanted to play that, you had to get Xbox, and they were great games, story and multiplayer.
Yeah.
Incredible games. But when they gave it to 343, it lost its special.
Yeah. And I mean, Steven, correct me if I'm wrong, but like with Xbox, I feel like their exclusives are very one-dimensional. It's very like first-person shooter, like kill these things. Like with PlayStation, they were able to get The Last of Us. They were then they were able to get. I can't. I'm blanking. But
You're
like
you're the PlayStation person.
But I was an Xbox person beforehand. I got a PlayStation because somebody else had an Xbox in the house. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna get a PlayStation, and then like that's why I continue with the PlayStation.
Right.
But as far as multiplayer, I would prefer to play on Xbox.
Okay.
I would kind of agree. PlayStation has more of the exclusive to the console, whereas Xbox has more of the fun on the multiplayer aspect.
Right.
So that's really the kind of the dividing line between the two. And I haven't had, like I said, I just got PlayStation 4 for a single player game. I mean, Spider-Man it's technically an online game, but at the same time, I'm not interacting with anybody else when I'm playing it.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, my Xbox One, I have it for Overwatch. I have it for even the Master Chief Collection of still playing Halo online, and now Anthem, where we're playing it as a fire team and stuff like that. So it is really the multiplayer console as far as I'm concerned. So I mean, yeah.
But PC is the free multiplayer console.
You right, boy. You right.
Oh, he's going PC.
You're right. So I have
you
to
can
chime in
play
on
the
this
games
one.
online for free.
Here comes Terrell.
Yeah. Our resident PC player
gamer.
T downstairs is definitely gonna weigh in. So T, here you go.
Take it away.
Yeah, I love PC games. They're the best, the greatest. That's it. That's the end of that conversation.
Well, even with PC,
Thanks.
even with PC, you're looking at any game, and there's a reason why aim assist is on consoles, because there's no way that you can play against someone in PC with a mouse and a keyboard, and you have a controller and you're gonna win. It's never going to happen.
Preach.
So your best gameplay is going to be on the PC. Plus, with PC, you have all that control over your graphics card. You have all of that control. You have mods. You have everything. PC is the way to play. That's not even me like endorsing anything.
If you're
but
if you're a real
you
player,
are a real gamer.
Yeah.
PC is the way to play.
Yeah.
That's how you get the most.
I'm going to admit that, even though I do not play PC games, I'm still going to admit that.
Right. I
have to admit that sounds true.
I'm right there with you.
That's true, but I don't play PC.
Games have come out of mods. Games have come out of mods.
I'm
on
agreeing.
PC.
Yep.
Yeah. No,
I can't argue with that.
You look at DayZ. DayZ came from an Armada mod,
I cannot argue.
and now it's like a kind of a big game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds solid.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we're almost out of time for this segment, at least. I just wanted to make an announcement that Resident Evil 8 is rumored to be in development.
Yeah, from 2 to 8.
Well, I mean, no.
The 2
was
remake.
I know.
The 2 remake is doing incredible.
I know.
I just didn't like Biohazard because it like wasn't Resident Evil. It wasn't like the same. It wasn't even zombies, dude. Like, what are you doing?
I'm with you. I don't.
All right, guys. Coming back after this, we've got more Steven. We've got some hashtag trending. We've got some interesting stories in hashtag trending.
Sure do.
Stay tuned. More popping off after this. We back?
Was that a question?
I read it.
We will be.
There was a question mark on the teleprompter.
But we will be.
Yeah. We'll be back after this. Stay tuned. We're popping off.
Attention all authors. Page Publishing is looking for authors. Have you written a book and want to get it published? Page Publishing will get your book into bookstores and for sale online at Amazon, Apple iTunes, and other outlets. They handle all aspects of the publishing process for you. Printing, cover art, publicity, copyright, and editing. Call 800-292-8137 now for your free author submission kit. That's 800-292-8137 for your free author submission kit. Again, that's 800-292-8137.
It's Poppin' Off.
Pete, did you get a chance to check out the Spider-Man trailer?
Yeah, he goes to London.
Thoughts?
No, wait, can we say spoilers at this point?
It's not a spoiler.
Yeah. Okay, I just think Jake Gyllenhaal just looks so badass. I'm really stoked to see Jake Gyllenhaal as a bad guy.
He's gonna be a bad guy.
Bad guy?
He's gonna be a bad guy. It's Mysterio.
Bad guy?
Yeah, he's Mysterio. That is not a giveaway.
Bad guy.
Oh, okay.
Just because he's bad guy doesn't mean he's
bad guy. Yeah, Wreck-It Ralph.
There we go.
Watch live on the FNTSY YouTube stream.
In the history of NASCAR, there has been no shortage of great father-son duos. Bobby and Davey Allison, Bill and Chase Elliott, and of course, Dale and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Now you get to listen to the best father-son duo in fantasy NASCAR with Scott and Sean Engel. Listen to the King and the Prince as they preview every race and give you the fantasy driver lineups to win in all regular and daily fantasy formats. Listen to the Father and Son Fantasy NASCAR Hour every week by downloading the podcast through iTunes and the FNTSY Sports Network Audio Boom channel.
It's Poppin' Off.
Firefest, if that was a real thing, 10 grand? No, there are 2 sets, I think, of people that got scammed. Workers who didn't end up getting paid. They're the ones who really got screwed.
Sure.
Consumers, yes, they got screwed. They had the money to pay for it.
But they made in their head that they were going to sacrifice certain parts of their lives to go to this festival that didn't exist.
People will drop $10,000 on the craziest crap. The majority of people who lost this money were middle class.
Watch live on the FNTSY YouTube stream.
Welcome to Poppin' Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me as always is Cori Bear.
Hi.
Bitch shit's Greg. All the way in LA, it's our best friend Pete.
Yeah.
And from Altered Geek podcast, it's Stephen Phillips.
Yo.
He's doing the fingers too.
Yeah, we just have to imagine, but we know you're doing it.
We know you're
we
doing
got
it.
you. We got you. We know you were there.
We know.
We knew you were there.
You got us. You got us. You got.
We can tell.
You're there. We got you. Anyway.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, I did that one to Pete.
Yes.
We have Gollum on the phone.
We need an updater on the lowers, and we can just be like
Gollum.
Yeah, voice of Gollum.
Yeah.
Dude, I told you, like, we were only supposed to talk for like 20, 30
really
minutes,
good.
and it ended up going over an hour.
I know. It's a really good impression, though.
All right, guys.
Can we hear it one more time?
Yeah, go again.
Ooh.
Hello?
You come on,
Go
Steven.
again. Call him again.
The stars that from us, stupid habits. The stars that precious.
That's really good.
Good.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That's really good.
This is crying.
Oh.
I feel like we could just have an entire segment where he just goes through all the
He
voices.
does that, and
Yeah.
then T does the Predator, and then like that's the end of the show.
Yeah.
Whole show. We don't have to do anything.
Fade to black.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So it's hashtag and trending.
Okay.
And we have a lot of interesting. Actually, there's some stories that we didn't even get to on Tuesday that we wanted to bring up. And now that we have Steven, we can also bring this up.
Great.
And I heard Pete actually has something to add to this story, but let me bring it up.
Okay.
So the headline is elderly couple sets fire to house during sex games involving a World War II flamethrower.
That's the title?
That is the title of the story.
That sounds like my kind of sex games.
I'm terrified. I'm terrified of your
Who
sex-
wants to bring a flamethrower over?
Gross.
What could go wrong?
No.
Get hot.
Oh.
So, Pete, I heard that you had something to add to this story.
Wait, no. Keep telling more. I want to get to the part of when you found out. What was the first thing I said about this story?
It was not true.
I asked, was it true?
And Tim emphatically said over and over again that it's definitely true.
Everyone said it's true.
No, don't say everyone.
Okay, wait.
Don't say everyone.
Is it not?
Don't say everyone.
Is it not
because
true?
You know damn well that during the meeting, no one said a word except for Tim when you asked 4 times if it was true or not.
Is it not?
It is not true. It is not true. That story has gone viral, but it turns out that actual website is a satirical website. So they come up with stories all the time and people blast it out. But if you read the fine print within that website, it basically says none of our shit's real.
Okay, but
That's
wait.
fine, you can say
Okay,
that.
but wait. Who out there wants to make it true? Because I'm ready to get dirty with some fire shit.
Okay, so going back to that, there were some things that were true within it. So like that house, that's a real picture, but it's like a stock photo for something.
So at some point, a house burned down.
At some point,
At some point in the world.
Right.
Yeah.
Steven, did you at all ever see this?
No.
Nope.
He's like, no. Thank God. You know why? Because Steven actually goes over real news and none of this BS.
Yeah.
But wait, doesn't that bring up a bigger kind of issue about clickbait and the fact that the internet is one of those places where if there is a story up, someone's going to believe it. And
Are you gonna get me started on a hashtag fake news rant right now?
Absolutely not.
I cannot.
Absolutely not. I am appeasing you, so you will stop talking.
Moving on. So, Steven, in case you didn't have any Valentine's Day plans and you have $100 lying around,
He totally does.
Apparently,
Got all that podcast money.
you can get married at Denny's.
What?
For $99 on Valentine's Day.
Oh, I'm doing this. I'm doing this.
Wait, do you get anything? Am I going to get hash browns with cheese?
Do I get a moons over my hammy?
They'll even give you
Grand slams for everyone.
It's cooked on.
I mean,
because there's nothing
done,
that's differentiating this between going to the courthouse and marrying some random dude for his health insurance,
except for pancakes,
or going to Denny's and getting pancakes
and Grand Slam
and blackberry syrup.
And maybe a mimosa.
Oh, right.
Blackberry syrup.
Well, you know what I mean, though. Yeah. Maybe some coffee. Maybe a carafe. Maybe a carafe of coffee.
It would be a kettle, my dear.
So, Steven, this brings me to my first question, I guess, for you for this. Not do you have any plans for Valentine's Day? We went over that on Tuesday and it got very depressing. So we're not going to talk, not you, but the rest of us, as far as Valentine's Day plans. But what's the craziest?
Just you, Danny. Just you.
I didn't say anything depressing at all, except I was going to be here on Valentine's Day hanging out with friends.
We'll roll the tape, but it's fine. Keep
I was
going.
super happy about it. You guys brought me down on it.
You're right.
But, Steven, So what is the I guess craziest / most interesting deal or advertisement you've seen for Valentine's Day? This Denny's thing is the craziest thing I think I've seen. But have you seen anything more interesting than this?
Not anything as strange as paying $99 for breakfast.
Being married at Denny's, yeah.
Marriage.
Yeah, that's just yeah.
Yeah, marriage costs way more than $99. Go
I
ahead.
don't know. I'm from the South, so like this sounds like a deal.
You got to ask them the real question. What restaurant would you pay $99 at to get married?
That's a good question. The Olive Garden? They treat you like family.
I don't know.
No, they don't. They steal your money and eat all your and take all your food.
Yeah.
Man, I would get married at a Burger King for those nuggets.
Yeah.
Burger King nuggets? What?
Yeah, because you can get 40 nuggets for $10, dude.
Don't lie, you do it.
So like for $100, it's like whatever 40 times 10 is.
You don't think they'll give you a deal if you get married there?
I don't. It doesn't. The marriage doesn't count. I don't care about him. Screw him. It doesn't matter. Like 400
Right.
nuggets.
Right.
That's what I care about.
Yeah. I'd get married for 400 nuggets.
I get married for 400 nuggets too.
So Steven,
There's ranch and blue cheese.
the real question here is, yeah.
No, it is. Burger King does have like 40 nuggets for $10. I saw
it's
it
the
on
whole.
Seamless.
It's the Lost as Marbles campaign.
It's on Seamless.
Yep.
Don't at me.
So Steven, where would you get married on Valentine's Day? What restaurant?
None, because I'm already married. But
Chili's.
Where would you? Oh, it's okay. Where would you renew your vows?
Yeah,
though?
there you go.
There you go.
A local Italian restaurant that actually has a nice atmosphere, but
I love love. I love love,
atmosphere.
Steven.
Yeah.
I love love, and I love the fact I'm probably gonna marry Cori later on because the chicken nugget deal. She's right. It is a delicious deal, and
Wait, Pete.
Can I tell you, Pete? At your reception, Costco's got you covered for your reception. They're now selling a 5-tier wedding cake made entirely out of cheeses.
Wait, what?
Yum!
What? Yo, no. If I do not have a 5-tiered cheese wedding cake at my wedding, then it's off. It is off. My entire wedding better be made of cheese.
Hey, Tim, you better re-up on your Lactaid prescription.
This reception's going to be real bad for Tim.
Woo!
But wait.
But wait.
What's up?
There's more.
What is this? It's at Costco. I just got a card. I just got a membership. I'm so stoked.
Pete, you
It's
should
like a
buy this cake
7-layer
just to eat it.
Like a 7-layer cheesecake.
Okay, Pete. Wait, Pete. Can we have a fake wedding? Like Can we have a fake wedding just so we can get this cheesecake?
Okay, so the bottom layer.
You could stay on the East Coast. I don't care.
Fine. That's fine.
I just want the
Will it be consummated?
Cheesecake.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I want this is like a goal of mine now. Like I don't date anyone, but like now I kind of want to get married just to have a cake made of cheese.
This cake looks very impressive. The bottom tier alone is 8 pounds.
8 pounds
Yum.
of cheese.
Now,
Yum.
again,
So much
just so
cheese.
people, we have to be specific, just so people are aware. It's a 5-tier cheesecake, not cheesecake. Cheese
made of round
cake.
wheels of cheese.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, again, not cheesecake, not like strawberries cheesecake.
No, a cheese, cake.
So what are the cheeses involved? Like, do we have like a nice brie base with like a sharp?
Probably mostly
Irish
cheddar and American.
I am horrible with pronunciation, but luckily they put stuff in parentheses to kind of describe what they would taste like.
Spell it.
So the bottom tier that is about 8 pounds, the bottom layer, is similar to an English cheddar.
Okay.
So you got that.
Casta.
We got a 7 pound is the tier after that, which is a mild blue cheese flavoring.
Yum.
Oh, mild.
Underneath
Yum.
that or above that, we've got a 5 pound. It's a goat cheese.
Salty.
Moving up
Yum.
from there, we have a 3 pound sheep cheese, which
Yum.
is a
Very creamy.
60-day aged sheep milk cheese.
Yeah.
And then on the very top, we have a triple cream brie.
What? What?
Yep.
Yes.
Brie.
Steven,
wait,
how
so
much do you love
Steven.
sheep cheese?
Wait, Steven, if you could recreate your wedding, would you replace your wedding cake with a cheesecake?
No.
Oh, no, never mind. Not best friend anymore.
No.
Ice cream cake.
Well, because he probably did the whole cake in the wife's face thing, and it's probably a lot easier with cake than like a concussion.
Yo, if
That's not
some
like
if some dude just like smeared blue cheese all over my face, like this was meant to be.
Oh,
That's it.
no. You know what you just did?
Yeah.
You set yourself up.
Guys.
Every moment in public now, you have to be worried about someone coming up to you and smearing blue cheese on you. You did that to yourself, dummy. You're so dumb. Dumb.
Hey, but just
Oh,
look
did you hear Sean?
Wait, I heard Steven say, what did you say, Steven?
I said, just look at it this way, though. Costco's providing wedding cakes. It's not that much longer until they start providing college degrees.
Right.
Well, Costco
And
was
it's
already
schools.
providing wedding
Yes.
cakes. Let's be real about the less than 1%.
But cheesecake.
Mm.
If they're
Yes.
producing cheesecake, it's pretty soon they're going to have a Subway, and then they're going to have not a Subway restaurant, a Subway. Idiocracy. Ever
Have
seen
you
the movie?
been to Costco?
Mhm.
Have you tried their food?
Mm-hmm.
I
Have
tried
you
the
had their
samples.
samples? Like, I'm just saying I'm from the South. So, like, you know, Sunday would be let's go to Costco and buy stuff, but mostly try their samples
Yep.
because we don't want to buy lunch.
Yes. I've been there. I've
See,
been
in
there.
Michigan, we do this thing called go to Sam's Club, which is very similar.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
But if Sam's Club or Costco, one of the
Yeah.
two.
Yeah. All right, hey, Steven. So we only have a minute left in this segment. We're gonna come back, but we normally play this game. We call it the rapid fire game, where we ask our guest just some random questions. We were wondering if you might be interested in playing that.
See.
Awesome. Woo. All right, guys. So after the break, Steven's going to stay with us. We're going to play the rapid fire game. I know you have some shout outs, Steven, also that we want to get to all of your media, your social media outlets and everything like that so we can advertise everywhere where everybody can hear you too. So after the break, we're going to do that and we're going to play our rapid fire game with Steven. Guys, stay tuned. We're popping off after this. We're going to come back. We're going to wrap everything up in a nice little bow. Stay tuned. We're popping off.
With ThermoSpa's unique built-in thermofiltration system, you simply fill it with a garden hose and your water stays crystal clear with very little maintenance. Right now, they're offering 0% APR financing with approved credit and a $1,250 savings coupon. Call ThermoSpas today at 800-603-6422 for your free DVD videos and brochure. That's 800-603-6422. Call 800-603-6422 today to take advantage of 0% APR financing.
It's Poppin Off.
Let's go to our guest.
Hey.
Good old Greg, I can't pronounce your last
everyone.
name.
It's pronounced Myri. It's very Norwegian.
You have a voice for this show. I sound like a 14-year-old that smokes 6 packs a day.
That's not true.
Can we get him to voice some commercials for us?
I just want him to voice my life at this point. Like, just like when I wake up.
We'll
Like
do your voicemail.
He wakes up in the morning. Just talk to me a little bit about
Good
my morning.
morning, Pete. Today, you're going to do Poppin' Off. Aren't you excited?
I feel like I could rule the world.
Watch live on the FNTSY YouTube stream.
Attention all authors. Page Publishing is looking for authors. Have you written a book and want to get it published? Page Publishing will get your book into bookstores and for sale online at Amazon, Apple iTunes, and other outlets. They handle all aspects of the publishing process for you. Printing, cover art, publicity, copyright, and editing. Call 800-292-8137 now for your free author submission kit. That's 800-292-8137 for your free author submission kit. Again, that's 800-292-8137.
Welcome back into Poppin' Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me as always, hashtag Cori Bear.
Hashtag Cori Bear.
Fish says Greg.
Cori just literally, hey.
All the way in LA, it's a person for Pete.
Hashtag. Shut up, Pete.
Not what do you know?
Hashtag what are you eating?
Broccoli.
Yum!
And joining with us is our awesome, incredible podcast guru guest who's been doing podcasts for now we've heard 12 years, not just 10.
Yeah.
12 years.
Over a decade.
Stephen Phillips from Altered Geek podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Stephen, how's it going?
It's going great.
Yeah!
Yeah!
It's killing it.
So here's what I want to do first. We gotta throw to the alcohol of the month. And this one isn't a sponsor. This is just our featured alcohol of the month. And being that it is the month of February, Valentine's Day is in the air.
Yes.
So Cori, what is the featured alcohol of the month?
It is a Veuve Clicquot Rosé. It's a bubbly rosé. It's a sparkly rosé. So if you want to feel little bubblies in your tummy, oh wait, that's the yellow label. If you want to feel bubblies in your tummy, Veuve Clicquot.
Okay.
I asked her to say it because
she nailed it.
There was no chance I
this
was
is
saying
my
it.
this is my job.
That could be a commercial for them.
This is my job.
That was really good.
This is what we're trying. We're trying to get them by making them the feature. Anyway, so
Oh, wait,
Steven,
that's what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
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 Actually.
Yeah.
You talk to people.
So Steven, before
We'll
we
talk about how we're using you later.
Before we get into a rapid fire game, because we want to make sure that we have plenty of time for this, we wanted to give you some time to give some shout outs to where people can listen to your podcast, where people can find your network of podcasts and all of that stuff. So please, right now, this is your time. So let's give some shout outs to your social media outlets and stuff like that.
Awesome. So you can get a hold of me on the Twitters at SCP21 or at Altered Geek. You can find the podcast at GeekCast Radio or geekcastradio.com. The podcast is on pretty much every platform: Spreaker, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Google Play. So yeah, it's on everything. And then we've got on Wednesdays more of the spotlight interview episodes and the regular episodes on Fridays.
Very cool. Awesome. That's really cool. So I mean, like I said, on the way home, I'm gonna listen to their episode on the way home. I'm very excited. That will be my intro into all things Altered Geek and your network of podcasts. I'm very excited. Super excited. So let's play our rapid fire game.
Okay.
Cori, we kick it off with you.
Favorite breakfast food? Steven?
Frosted Flakes.
Ooh.
All right.
Cereal man.
How did you get started in podcasting?
I got started by doing fan dubbing.
What is that?
Yeah,
Expound.
What is that?
That is doing the voices of characters for
Oh, that's
dubs of
awesome.
Japanese animation. So I started in a Transformers fan dub of Transformers Headmasters, and they've still not completed the series, but I'm still the same role every time a new episode comes out. So
Wait, how do we find that?
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
I will have to send you that because I don't know if it still exists. I've been slowly regathering all the files.
It sounds awesome to me. We are definitely interested.
I want to hear it because you have a lot of voices, dude, and I want to listen to it.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
want to put them in my ears.
Okay, weird.
Put them in my ear balls.
Weird. I tried to make it not.
Put them in my ear balls.
Hey, Scoob.
There it is.
So Pete,
Dooby-dooby-doo.
do you have a question for Steven?
First major purchase at Costco and or Sam's Club.
Oh, great question.
I hope it was a 5-tier wedding cake.
Candy.
Oh,
Lots
candy.
of candy.
Candy. I love candy.
5-tier candy cake. I could also do.
Ice cream cake.
Oh,
Ice cream cake, absolutely.
I want the ice cream cake.
Yes.
Do you
have to
remember
leave
the
it-
Dairy Queen ice cream cakes?
You have to leave it out on the counter for so long to be able to cut through it, though.
Oh, they're
No,
so
no.
yummy.
No. What happens is there's the ceremony, and then
You mourn over
All right,
it,
guys.
and then you wait for it to be cuttable.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then-
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
But that's fine. It's fine.
all right.
Yeah.
You just need 2 wedding cakes.
So I have a very important question.
Mhm.
Steven,
Yes.
favorite dinosaur and why?
Favorite dinosaur. My favorite dinosaur is the Tyrannosaurus Rex because Beast Wars Megatron is the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I like it.
I
Cori,
don't like it because you can't keep asking the same question every single time, Danny.
it's an important question that I want to know.
don't care. I can't sit here and stress over having to find different questions every single episode, and you are able to ask the same question
I'll
every
tell you
single
what,
time.
Mine is still pterodactyl.
If you hurry up and make it go back around, yeah, your turn.
I don't know.
Second round. Second round. Ask a question.
I spent all that time being angry at Danny.
Ask a question.
Favorite video game character.
Batman. That's a cop out. My own creation in Star Trek Online.
All right. Okay. All right. Greg?
Famous comic book character or favorite comic book character.
That would be Batman.
That's great.
All right, Pete.
Mine too.
So if given the first selection for your cheese wedding cake, what would be your favorite cheese?
Cheddar.
He's really killing it.
Feta.
Cheddar.
Feta.
cheese.
Wait,
Feta.
feta or cheddar?
Cheddar.
Cheddar.
Cheddar?
Like an Irish
Like
cheddar?
the orange stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, an
Cheddar.
American cheddar. Gross. Okay.
I was thinking if it was feta, it would be really crumbly.
It would. And if it was cheddar, it would be worth a lot of money.
If it was cheddar, it would be better.
Yeah.
I'm
All right,
done
next
with
dinosaur
all of
question,
you.
Danny.
I don't have another dinosaur question. My
I'm
question.
so surprised you
not?
don't have a dinosaur question. That's all you ask ever.
That was my favorite question.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's the only question you ask.
I like dinosaurs that spit.
Here's my question for Steven. Steven, can I be your new friend?
Yes, you can be my new friend.
Well, you've now agreed to that. On air.
I will. We can text and be friends. Yeah, cool.
Great.
All right, guys. So we're almost out of time.
That's gonna clear up some of my time.
But Steven, thank you. I want to take this opportunity to thank you so much for joining us. It's been great. We had so much fun.
I love you,
having you on for
Danny.
the
I love
show.
you so much.
No problem. Thank you for having me, guys.
Absolutely.
We love you too, Steven.
And absolutely, you're more than welcome anytime you want to join us. I mean, it was just fun having you in to just be the
dude.
normal segment. So anytime you want to join us, absolutely.
No problem. Awesome. Thanks.
All right, guys, we're out of time for the night.
Thanks, buddy.
Have a great weekend. We'll see you guys Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific for an all-new episode, an all-new week of Poppin' Off. Guys, have a great weekend. Good night, everybody.